Hey folks, how you doing? My name's Adrian Sanders. Dealer code is 23928, and I'm with Jenkins Mazda of Ocala, Florida. Follow me, sir. I'd like to show you the front of the vehicle. How you doing? My name's Adrian. Yours? Jeff? Good to meet you, Jeff. Alright, Jeff, I know you've owned a couple of Toyotas, and you told me you bought those pre-owned, and you like technology. Great pick on the Mazda 3. Now, this is a technology package in the mid-trim level, the Touring. I'd like to show you a few of the features that are on this car that I find really stunning. First and foremost, with the new body style, the new Kodo Soul of Motion is what it's called by its design. Completely changed the front end. The previous front end had more of the smiley face. This has more of an aggressive front end. You can see here the new 5-point grille. A very aggressive front headlight, looking like a predator right before it pounces, like a cheetah right before it pounces. Very exciting stuff. A good-looking, aggressive car. Manly car for a manly guy like yourself. You like to drive, this is going to give you optimum gas mileage. And you can see here, it's just designed to be on the road. Driving lights down here low, it's going to cover your foggy days, your wet days. Halogen headlights, very strong reinforced plastics right here that protect the car. Just want to pop the hood real quick. I'll just show you that. What a great color, huh? Soul red. Nice choice on your part, might I add. Right here, this is the key. This is what makes this car so affordable to drive, SkyActiv technology. And it's a combination of many things put together. The easiest way for me to describe it to you would be, it's economical, it's fun to drive, and it's extremely safe. To get a little more in-depth with it, since you love technology, you're running 13-to-1 compression. That's Formula 1 race car compression on regular 87 octane pump gas. No specialty fuel, so that also, going back to the economical part of it, it's keeping money in your pocket and allowing you to drive this very fun car. And you see, when we drove this car over here to a spot where I can really show it to you, I've got my hand right on the motor. We've been driving for several minutes, you know, as we were coming over this way. I'm protected. Everything in here is color-coded to let you know what things that you might want to maintain. Otherwise, everything's going to be covered in your service by our service technicians, and we're going to meet those just a little bit later. All right, let me go ahead and bring you around to the side here. Point out a few items that we do here at the dealership. Beautiful lines on the car. We do accentuate the lines of the car with a pinstripe. Try to bring it out. You can do this at a color of your choice. You can pick your own pinstripe color. We do use nitrogen in the tires, indicated by the green cap. Why do we do that? Nitrogen is more stable than air. In the state of Florida like this, as you can see, take a look at the clouds around us. Yeah, we're about to get rained on. It was 97 degrees earlier. It could drop down to 60 degrees tonight before it's over with. You can lose up to 1 pound of air in your tires with every 10 degrees in temperature drop. Therefore, we combat that with the nitrogen in the tires. It's more stable than air. To keep you on the road safely and keep your tire tread in the best place. Also, wheel locks. Mazda will put these on the car, and if not, we'll put them on here at the dealership for you, and I'll tell you why. If you're running around on $3,000 worth of very nice 16-inch alloy wheels, it only costs $55 for a set of wheel locks to protect that investment, plus the downtime that you would have to come out and find those things missing. We don't want that to happen to you, so we went ahead and took the courtesy of putting those on there for you and to save you some time. Mazda's very great at engineering. The side of this mirror, as you can also see, this thing moves, so if someone walks past you at the grocery store, it's not going to break your mirror, it's not going to shatter your glass, it's going to move and it's going to leave your car safe. But stepping back just a little bit, if you'll watch the car, you can see from the front to the rear and at the side mirror, when we hit these unlock buttons, everything's going to flash when you put your turn signals on. So it gives you a broader range of, this is my broad side of the car, I don't want to get hit in the side. Really cool feature right here. This is a vehicle request switch. This is a remote keyless entry key fob. All right, now what does it do for you? Within 31 inches of the car, you can walk up and lock your doors. So this means you never have to have this out of your pocket, or if your wife out of your purse. It can stay right there with you, and you can go to the vehicle request switch, open the door, enter your vehicle, and take off. Also, while we're here, I just want to point out a few key features. How about a Mazda entry guard right here, the door sill entry plate. Mazda 3 right there, Mazda 3 right there, showing off the brand, showing off the model. Very sporty, very classy, right along down to the Bose audio system, which is incredible in this car. It's just perfectly fitted for this vehicle. Around to the rear, here's one of the things. Now with your Toyota, and I know you're kind of getting a feel for Mazda, best in class. Rear seating, rear hip room, rear shoulder room, Very easy to get in and out of. I'm comfortable. You can put 4 6-footers at each corner, very, very comfortably in drive. So if you use the car for business or pleasure, it's going to pay you back dividends in its comfort. Moving around to the rear of the vehicle, again, the previous model we had more of a chrome insert type of a tail light. This is blended in, a little bit more smoky look, a little bit more of a racy look, and it really accentuates the back lines of the vehicle. Rear lip spoiler, very classy yet very sporty. And again, press and hold, trunk comes right open. Here's a few of the things that we also do here at the dealership. Mazda gives us an opportunity to put a first aid kit in here for you. We have a roadside assistance kit, jumper cables, road flares, and so on. And the greatest thing in the state of Florida, honestly, the all-weather floor mats. We are rain and sand, rain and sand, rain and sand, rain and sand. This is going to be easy. You take this out, you go to your hose at home, you spray it off, you let it dry, shake it out, you put it back into your car and your floor mats, and your carpet is going to weather as long as the exterior of the car will do as well. Now, performance. It's a 155 horsepower car with 150 foot-pounds of torque, very equally matched. Extremely fun to drive. And back to the Sky Active portion of that, it's not just the motor, it's the transmission and the body as well. The body uses reinforced high-tensile steels. It has better accordion-style crumple zones. It's keeping you safe. You're riding in a triple H body design. By that I mean a roll cage. There's an H here. It's made again 2 other times across the vehicle. And there's tons and tons of active safety features on board as well. Traction control system. Constantly monitoring wheel spin, trying to keep you on your intended path. This car is so smart that if that forward wheel up there starts to spin and this one does not, it'll apply that appropriate brake and decel your motor, keeping you on your intended path. Why would you ever turn it off if it's keeping you safe, you say? Well, very simple. Let's say you get into some sand. Let's say you're up north, you get into some snow. You certainly, when you're trying to spin out of something, you wouldn't want the motor decelling and the brakes being applied. So you can actually turn that off. Again here, blind spot monitoring. One of the greatest things on this car, combined with another one I'll tell you about in a second. Blind spot monitoring monitors someone that's in your blind spot. If you're driving down the road, it will actually illuminate right here in this little section. This is your car and a car in your blind spot, a little tough to see, but it's there and it will light up whenever you have someone in your blind spot. Now let's say the sun's in your eyes, you're driving in heavy traffic, you're focusing on the road. You can't see that it's illuminated here. You're not paying attention to your mirrors. You're trying to watch what's going ahead of you, but you don't really see anybody back there. You hit your turn signal, and if there's someone there, it sounds in an audible tone right above your steering wheel. It'll let you know that someone's there. But why would you turn that off? I say that's very safe as well, right? Well, let's say you're on I-75, you're headed north, you're going to stay in the slow lane, you're doing 65, the rest of the world's doing 80. Every time they pass by you, it's going to illuminate, and it can become tiring. So you might, just having the thing flash in your eyes for 10, 12 hours a night, you can turn that off and just approach your way. Now, if you would, crawl right in here into the cockpit of the car. Get into the driver's seat there. This car is equipped with a 6-way manual seat. This will move up and back for you. You can get comfortable. Very great lumbar support. You'll see that the gauges, again, back to sporty. They went with the white inlay on a black, very sharp. They have a carbon fiber going on in here for a trim. And if you'll see here, there's an info button. If you would, go ahead and put your foot on the brake there and just I'll press the start button for you. Push button start. What an awesome thing. Now this car has an info board. Right over here, it'll tell you that we need to quickly get some gas. We have 6.8 miles per gallon because we just driven it across the parking lot into an open field here. Range is 0. That's a good feature to have. It tells you, if you're on the way to work, you're down to just your last bar of gas, you can look up and see how much further you can take you so you can go ahead and get to work on time. We'll get gas after work. Your average miles per hour, and then this works as an enter button. If you want to reset, you press the center of it. Over here, cruise control, normal stuff, cruise, resume, on, off, set. But this, if we go into communication, you can hit there and we can pair phones. That's a 7-inch color touchscreen display, and then down below you there, that is a commander switch, and honestly, it takes only a few minutes to get really familiar with that, to the point you just don't realize how simple it is. Let's say you went to navigation. Press down and enter, you're going to have your navigation. That's the TomTom 2. It's the best navigation system that I've seen, and in the state of Florida, with so many communities that are tight-knit, it'll take you dead center to the destination that you're looking for. If you go back to your home, on the selector switch, let's say you move to music. Music comes up on your touchscreen, showing you who's playing the song, and showing you what channel it is on. And a volume switch right here, so you can keep your eyes on the road and you can just easily turn that up. And it will receive voice commands right here. You can press that if you want to change the radio station.
Say a command.
Frequency 95.5 FM.
There are no devices connected. To proceed to the Bluetooth menu, say
cancel. Let's try that again. I'm not actually in the car. Let's try this.
Say a command.
Frequency 95.5 FM.
Pardon? Say your command again, or say help.
Frequency 95.5. There we go. If I was in the car a little bit more, it would have worked a little easier. All right, we'll go ahead and go back to the home page on there, and we'll turn our music down. Now, like I say, tilt and telescopic steering. What I'd like to do next is let you really get a feel for the car. We'll take it for a quick spin. I've got a selected route out here that's going to give you many aspects of the driving dynamics of the Mazda 3. We'll have some S-curves that we'll go through, show you the handling of the vehicle, show you how the dynamic stability control and the traction control system works. We'll do some hard braking to show you that the vehicle does not dive in the front end. It also has what's called electronic brake force distribution. So when you do try to stop a car very hard, it allows you to be able to apply the brakes in full force and then move the braking more to the rear to keep you in steering control. We have just so many different things about the vehicle that are exciting and fun about this year. And of course, power windows, power door locks, standard on Mazdas, premium sound system on the Touring and this Tech Pack. So let's go ahead and just take a quick spin around the block, and when we come back, I'll show you how easy it is to own your new Mazda 3, sorry. Thanks, folks.